to go back to Kibera, where the Kenya Urban Roads Authority has already started demolition of structures in Kibera this morning to pave way for road expansion. Our reporter Shadrach Miti joined us a few moments ago, but also joins us now to just bring us the latest details. Shadrach, as we spoke earlier, of course, the residents there, the landlords of some of their structures or their houses, were really angry about this particular demolition, saying that indeed there should have been some good faith and some sort of compensation for them, but it has not come actually. So what else have you been able to find out in the last couple of minutes?
Well, Betty, not so much, except that now we are about nearly 400 meters into the demolition of the corridor. Now we are remaining with about between 200 to 300 meters, and then the demolition process will be over. Remember, it is estimated that this corridor has to be cleared of about 600 to 1,000 meters, and so we are nearly halfway of the demolition. But as it were, right from early in the morning, anger and expressions of displeasure and anguish by residents here is what is still reigning supreme. Remember, from where they stand, they feel the government has not been forthright and truthful with them, because they insist that when the enumeration exercise began last week, it had been promised that they would be given at least some money before they are told to move. But now this morning, on Monday, 23rd of July, they were surprised to encounter bulldozers coming to bring down their structures. And so for them, they're insisting that they are not opposed to this project. They say the project is welcome and that they accept every situation surrounding them. But they are very much angry about one thing, that what the promise they were given last week has not been honored, and for them they expected that until they have been given some money to allow them to move out is when they will be free and at least willing to appreciate that moment. And so we are joined by many of them who are going to tell us exactly how it was this morning. Mama, karibu sana kwenye KTN News. Tuambie, tunakuona umesimama hapa hivi. Hapa tueleze, ni hapa kulikuwa kwako ama umetembea kutoka kwingine ukafika?
Hapa hii ndio kwangu. Hapa walikuja, mimi naanza kutoa mbao hivi, trakta kitu yao hii kushafika, bulldozer hii kushafika. Sasa ile inafika, wanaanza kubomoa tu kila nyumba, wanabomoa ile iko na vitu, iko ile iko nini. Hawajatuambia maneno ya haki, tujitengeza sisi. Juzi wanatuandika hapa, wanasema watarudi, alafu watuambie vile wataonesha na watatupatia kitu. Sasa saa hii wanabomoa, wewe mwenyewe kama mimi sina pesa kwa mfuko. Hata vitu yangu itaenda tu hivi. Kwa sababu mwenye unaweka yecha inatoa hata miti, hata mbao, hata mabati, si unamlipa. Lakini sasa hakuna pesa na hakuna kitu wanapatia watu.
Na serikali ilitoa notisi wiki chache zilizopita ikiwataka muhame. Mbona hadi kufikia leo mko mmehama na vitu vimeharibiwa?
Serikali imetoa order. Sasa watu ile wanafungua, lakini pia wanarudi kusema watakuja wapime vile beacon inapita. Sasa juzi wanapima, wanarudi kusema paka hiyo watoto hii watafanya nini, testi hii, mitihani hii ndio watakuja. Lakini sasa vile walihama na walichukua data ya kila mtu, watatupigia simu watueleza siku ile watakuja. Sasa si kila mtu maneno yao ndio yanazubaisha watu. Kila mtu anafikiri wataeleza alafu tuanze tufungue. Lakini tumeshangaa, jana saa 12 ndio wanasema, na saa 11 ya asubuhi wao iko hapa na askari na kila kitu, na bado tunangangania hivi. Mulango inabomolewa hapa, kila kitu inabomolewa hapa, hata masufuria yote.
Asante sana. Now, Betty, remember one key issue that is still remaining stick is that one of the promise was that none of the schools will be brought down until at least students close or go home for the August holiday. But now, where we are standing, like 20 meters away, just behind me, was a school. That is Makina self-help group school that was there. And a few meters from this school, there's another school about 100 meters away. That is Mashimoni's quarter school, which, although that one will not be brought down in its entirety, but nearly 3/4 of that school will be brought down. And so even the anger of these residents again is settling on the argument that those important promises that were given by the authorities involved in this project have not been honored. And so they are worried and they are surprised, because when we engaged some of the teachers here last week, they said they would prefer that even if they have to bring down the structures, then the students who are going to sit for the examination in the next few months should be given at least some leeway until when the schools are closed. But that one has not been done. And so although even as we continue waiting for their statement, we are still engaging some more residents here. And karibu sana mzee, tuambie jina lako na unakaa wewe ni mzee, tueleze umeishi hapa kwa muda gani?
Mimi nimekaa hapa kwa miaka 10. Sasa nakaa hapo Kichinjio. Mjomba wangu ndio anakaa hapa. Sasa wakati nilisikia kwamba anapomolewa nyumba, nikakuja kumuona. Sasa nyumba yake yote imepomolewa. Na nilikuwa huko nyumbani, nilikuja jana. Sasa niko na huzuni sana, nyumba zimepomolewa na watu wameumia.
Na huyo mjomba wako ni miongoni mwa wale watu walikuwa umeambiwa kwamba waondoke ili watoe nafasi kwa ajili ya ujenzi wa barabara. Imekuaje akasubiri hadi kufikia leo ndipo akapatikana katika hali hii?
Aliambiwa, hata aliniambia kwamba wamemwambia ahame. Lakini ujue maneno ya watoto hakutaka ahame. Ndio ameona sasa wamekuja kumbomolewa nyumba.
Kwa hivyo amehamia wapi na ama sasa hivi anafanya nini?
Sasa anatafuta nyumba kule Kangwale, akipata ataingia kwa hiyo nyumba, lakini vitu vyake vyote vimeibiwa. Hana kitu sasa.
Now, Betty, although we are yet to get in touch with any of the management of the schools that are affected, but we are hoping that from here, in the next few minutes, we shall be getting in touch with them, at least so that we can get their frustration and just to tell us what measure they are put in place to ensure that pupils who have been affected in those particular schools continue with their education and with their examinations uninterrupted, because as it stands now, it means much of the activities in those schools are at a standstill, and it's not known how far it will go, because many of the schools, as we are speaking, are now sitting for their second term, end of term examinations, and others still are still preparing for the KCPE examination that is set to come in about 2 or 3 months from now. And so those are some of the things we will be following up from here, so that at least we can get the true picture, especially for those school management, from the school management, the schools that have been affected, and the situation of the pupils so far. Back to you, Betty.
Chadrak, just before I let you go, you mentioned something quite important, and that is that demolition of the school. So you were there very early today morning. Were you able to witness children who are coming to school and then they find that there's no structure, or the school, is being demolished? And then really, what are the parents saying about this? Because it is really something that is quite disheartening.
Well, those are some of the things we encountered. Remember, when we came in early in the morning, Betty, we tried to engage some of the residents, and most of them who have been affected. And a few of them had their children with them. And remembering that by about 4 o'clock in the morning, we had a contingent of police officers who are already here. It had already been understood that demolition was inevitable. And so for them, they decided most of the students did not go to school today. And most of the children have been alongside their parents. Remember, many of the parents are not here with us because most of them, and especially them that live, maybe we have one parent or just one person lives in a room. So most of them have gone elsewhere, at least to look for alternative shelter ahead of their movement, because it is now as it is, they will not be having any other alternative. And so it is as though by morning, many of the parents and many of the children knew very well that schooling will not be there, and so they did not come. But they have been alongside their parents even as they tried to move through the rubble of the demolitions to ensure that they salvage a few of the things they will manage. Because a while ago we spoke to, I managed to speak to one of the child who said, yes, they woke up by at least 5 in the morning when they realized that bulldozers were just a few meters away waiting to come in and demolish the structures. And so, we can say learning was fully interrupted right from the dawn of today. And so there has not been learning, but we are trying to get in touch with the other school which will not be brought down fully, but just part of it will be brought down. So we are trying to move closer to that school and just get in touch with the management so that at least we can get the true picture of what is going in there and what the state of those pupils is, because we know that school will be affected, but it will not be brought down in its entirety. Back to you, Betty.
Right. Thank you very much, Shadrach Miti. They're reporting from Kibera, just bringing us up to speed with the demolitions that are currently ongoing in earnest. And that, of course, is to pave way for the road expansion between Ngong Road, connecting it to Langata Road. This is a story that we'll keep highlighting here on KTN News.